My name is Trish Cooke and I'm an author and a playwright. My mum and dad were born in Dominica. My mum was born in La Roche and my dad was born in Wesley, and I was born in Bradford in England. Though Dominica has always been a very big part of my life and a very big part of my work. I seem to have the heart of Dominica in most of the things that I write. My first book, which was Mammy Sugar Falling Down, was written in 1988. And this book is about a little girl who travels from Dominica, or who's sent for by her mum to live in England with her. And this little girl, Elizabeth, is very scared and she's not sure what to expect when she arrives. And she has a very big imagination. And the imagination that she has actually makes her able to talk to vegetables and to fruit that grow in her garden. And when she gets to England, she's not expecting to see them, but she's so pleased that her friends are there in the cupboard, in her mum's kitchen cupboard too. So this is my very first book. This was written at the same time as my very first play, which was published in this book, First Run 2. And my first play, Backstreet Mammy, is very different to the book, in that it's about a teenage pregnancy and a young black girl who gets pregnant and then has to decide whether she's going to keep the baby or not. And I've written that with a Caribbean family, and I say Caribbean family because it's not specific to Dominica, although the heart of it is Dominican. The language that I use, or how I've written it down, is written in a very general Caribbean dialect, so it's not specific to any island as such. But in this play, I've got a play in this book which is Black and Asian Women Writers. The play in here is called Running Dream, and Running Dream was written specifically with the Dominican dialect in mind, and I've used French Creole in there and the Yorkshire accent as well. And it's about three sisters. One sister who was born in Dominica and stayed in Dominica. The second sister who was born in Dominica then was sent for and travelled to England. And the third sister was born in England, like myself. And this play explores the dynamics between those three sisters. So while I was writing children's books, I was also very much involved in the theatre and writing plays as well, and still am. My last piece of theatre work was the National Theatre. I did some additional writing for a play called Alterations, which was written by Michael Abensets, and that was great fun. The original work that I have done of recent has been pantomimes for the Theatre Royal Stratford East, and also has written Christmas show for Talawa Theatre Company, so a lot of family shows. Back on to children's books. This one, So Much, is very much, I think, the most popular of my children's books, and it's a picture book about a baby who has lots of family visitors that come to give the baby so much love and attention, and I'm hoping to make that into a musical very, very soon. Watch this space. The Magic Callaloo is my latest book, and this one is a kind of retelling of the Rapunzel story, but with a difference. So instead of the long blonde hair that we're familiar with the Rapunzel story, we've got a Rapunzel with a big afro, and her means of escape is very different to getting out of the tower as in the original. In this story, I've looked a little bit at Black history and how the slaves were able to escape in a particular way by using their hair patterns in their cane hair. And then with this book, Look Back, this was published by Polly Patello in Papillot Press, and this was a book that is about the Tibolom, which is very particular to some of the Caribbean islands, I know Dominica especially, because my dad used to tell me all about the Tibolom which is a creature that I didn't know whether it existed or it didn't exist, but it did inspire me to write that book. So that's a little bit about myself and the work that I do. It's a very quick summary. I hope you've enjoyed listening. Thank you. My name's Trish Cooke and I'm reading an excerpt from my book, Mammy's Sugar Falling Down. The chapter I'm reading from is called Hide and Peep. Reuben was 6, like Elizabeth. Nico was 5. They'd been playing hide and seek when they found out about the party. Reuben and Nico had been hiding behind the settee when they overheard their father, Isaac, and Elizabeth's mother talking grown-up talk. "You should make a party for your birthday," Isaac had said, rubbing his hands together and shaking his hips. "We got to show we still have it in us to move the bones and shake a leg." "Move the bones and shake a leg?" Nico had whispered, puzzled, and Reuben had shook his leg, kicking over their aunt's new vase, sending it to the ground with a crash. "Look how the children break the vase you just give me for my birthday," Elizabeth's mother yelled. "What you two children doing there?" their father asked. "I fed up telling all you. When big people talking, go and play elsewhere." The children had been there long enough to hear the word party. They didn't need to hear anything else. Elizabeth saw them as they were being warned out of the sitting room. "We know a secret," Reuben boasted. "Secret? What secret?" Elizabeth asked, looking back at the closed door leading to the forbidden room. "Have Uncle Isaac and Mammy told you a secret?" "Not exactly," said Reuben, playing a tune on the wall with his fingers and showing off. "You don't know anything," Elizabeth said. "Yes, we do. Your Mammy having—" Nico and Reuben looked at each other. "A party," they said, jumping up and down. A week later, on the night of the party, Elizabeth felt a little put out that her mother still hadn't mentioned anything to her. After all, Elizabeth had been hoping for a new outfit. Elizabeth sat on her mother's bed, watching her take out her curlers. "Something bothering you, Elizabeth?" her mother asked. "Reuben and Nico say you're having a party, is true?" "Those children," her mother sighed. "Yes, I'm having a party. For big people?" Elizabeth asked, picking up her mother's lipstick and pretending to put some on her lips. "Yes, for big people." Elizabeth picked up a curler and wrapped a plait around it. "What about me?" she asked, puckering up her lips and posing in front of the mirror. "What about you?" her mother asked. "If it's big people party, where are you going to go?" "In your bed," Elizabeth's mother said, taking the curler from Elizabeth's tired fingers and lifting her into the second bedroom. "But I want to come to party," Elizabeth moaned. "Party is for big people and bed," she said, pointing to the inviting bed, "is for children." Elizabeth climbed in and snuggled under the duvet. "Good night, Mammy," she said, kissing her mother. Downstairs, the kitchen was alive with chatter. Everybody was talking about the party. "What you wearing?" Black Pudding asked Chicken. "Oh, something tasteful. I seasoned since last night." "And you?" Chicken asked Black Pudding. "Oh, the same old skin." Chicken got in with the gossip. "I hear even salad dressing, lettuce having a new crinkle cut, and cucumber coming in small squares. Why, look like everybody have them new outfit but me," Black Pudding sulked. "I hear Ram Goat bringing his brother," Chicken said excitedly. "Who's that?" "His name Curry Goat. He hot stuff. He look just like his brother." "Yes?" Black Pudding asked. "Spitting image, like peas in a pod." "They come in?" Black Pudding asked curiously. "Who?" Chicken wondered. "Peas. They come in." "Oh, them. Well, I'm not sure, you know. I hear one of them have black eye." "Black eye? Peas?" Black Pudding said disbelievingly. "Yes, the stories say they were fighting." "Oh, Peas and who was fighting?" Black Pudding asked. "Red Beans. Both of them wanted to bring rice to the party. Rice say them too fresh." And Chicken went on with the gossip. The kitchen was bubbling with excitement as they all prepared for the party. Green Banana looked ripe and was trying to tone down the yellow with green food colouring. Plantain told her not to bother, but she wouldn't listen. "Go natural, like me," Plantain said, parading herself like a fashion model in front of Green Banana. "Corrie goat like the natural look," she said, blushing a slight shade of pink. When Elizabeth woke up, it was not because of the music or the sound of Uncle Isaac's laugh bellowing up the stairs. It was because her legs ached. Something heavy must have been placed on them during the night. She tried to stretch her toes but couldn't. Then it moved, the heavy lump. It brushed briskly against her leg. She would have screamed had she not heard a voice coming from the bristly lump. "Move over. You're taking up all the room." Then there were two lumps, moving closer to her, and on either side of her head were feet. "Reuben and Nico," she sighed. They hadn't been allowed to go to the party either. She brushed her fingers on the heel of her foot and giggled into the sheet. The foot moved away, so she did it again. "Stop it, Moonface," Reuben croaked. "Or else," Elizabeth teased. "Or else I will set Nico on you," Reuben joked. Nico turned in his sleep. "Hi, Tizzy. You were asleep when we came. We tried to wake you." He yawned. Just then they heard somebody outside on the landing. "Enjoy yourself. I'm just going to check on the children." The light went on. The three bodies did not move. "Look like angel in the night, but devil in the day," Elizabeth's mother sang. She switched off the light. The children listened to the heavy footsteps going back down the steps. Then Elizabeth got out of bed and switched the light on. "You know everybody at the party tonight but us," she said, leaning on the wall. "I want to go and peep, see what all the fuss is about." "We're not allowed," Nico said. "You scared?" Elizabeth dared. "No." "Then come on," she said, holding on to her pyjama bottoms and reaching up to the door handle. Reuben and Nico did not move. "Look like I'll have to go without you." "Look so," Nico said, turning over and going back to sleep. Elizabeth put her head out into the hallway to see if anybody was there. "Wait for me, I come in," Reuben called, and he jumped out of bed. "Shh," Elizabeth said, turning back. "Don't make us get catch."